The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Admiral Market Session Recap of 17 March 2014. Today, I hope that all of you are good. Basically, we had a great week behind us, and we still hope that this week will be good and will be moving towards our favor. And because of that, we are having all of these recaps on Monday, because the movement usually on Monday till Thursday is very good. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, we have a little bit of a market, a pause, a break, and then at Thursday and Friday, it starts to move again. Well, because of that, we need to have all of these session recaps. I know that many of you have been asking me to have also on other days, maybe in future months, in upcoming months, we will be having all of these session recaps 2 times per week. But I don't know. Currently, they are scheduled for once per week on Mondays. And if it happens that we have twice per week, then we will have maybe we will have it on a Wednesday or Thursday, because you know that also Fridays can be a bit of challenging to us, but we also can make pips also until Friday noon, because Friday is day for taking profits. So today we are going to talk about Euro dollar, cable Aussie, dollar CAD, and New Zealand dollar. If you want to have also other pairs, write in after the webinar. So I will be analyzing that for the upcoming week. And also, as always, our great Spiders Den and Admiral Markets blog, where I post setups. You know that already. Today we had a great trade on Euro dollar, exactly where I marked the level, POC1, and it jumped straight through it. You all know that it hit target, but basically it went up for some 50 pips. I posted the setup, live setup, not after the fact. It's pre-fact. It's always pre-fact on Spiders Den and on Admiral Markets blog. Remember, all of those, for all of you who don't know, my blog on Admiral Markets and Spiders Den, all of those setups, each of them is analyzed and it's posted pre-fact. So that means if you agree with my analysis and your way of trading agrees, you can also try to look for those setups when they happen. So you see the price was there, and after some time, next hourly candle gave us entry. So I will be always posting those setups pre-fact, not after the fact, like other analysts on other sites do. I know also on Forex Factory, there were some people who call trades, but then they usually do after the fact. So you need to know what are those levels where you can find those trades, and I'm doing it also for you, so it's easier for you then to trade various pairs. So not only euro dollar, not only these pairs, but every day you can search for new pairs and new setups. I'm having a message that there is some sound problems. Oh, how come sound problems? I have sound here. I don't know why it's happening. Do you hear me now? Can we check? Now I think it's okay. Great. My voice is where is your voice, Tarantula? My voice is here. Great. You're here. A lot of various comments. Well, thank you. So I wanted to say all of those setups are pre-fact. All of those setups are usually, not usually, but always pre-fact. And I just don't like to post when trades already happened. So before trade happens, I will post it. So pay attention, subscribe to blog, subscribe to Forex Factory, follow me on Twitter also, because I usually manage some trades with Twitter, also Facebook page. I try to do that, because I've been extensively using trailing stop last couple of months, and it really does me good in terms of relative drawdown, because relative drawdown is indeed it's much lower than before I used those trailing stops on hourly trades. That means intraday setups. Also, try to trade and try to follow me on other pairs, not just euro, dollar, cable, I don't know, cable, yen. Try to trade also great pairs such as CAD, Swissy, CAD, Japanese yen, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. So basically try to follow 20 to 24 pairs, and because if we don't have setups on euro, cable, I don't know, those standard major pairs, we will be having setups on other minors such as you know, CAD, Swissy, CAD yen, Australian dollar yen, maybe it will be also euro CAD. So wherever I find setup, I will post it. Before our a fast recap of last session, as always, risk disclaimer. Online educational materials are developed by Admiral Markets AS Estonia for a global audience. Therefore, please take into consideration that information in this session may not be suitable for everyone. To get a corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, please visit www.admiralmarketsglobal.com, select your country of residence, and contact an appropriate entity. Also, risk disclaimer explaining all the risks associated with Forex market, and by accepting this disclosure statement, you agree to proceed further with me. And final part of this disclaimer, Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for the information accuracy. Of course, the analysis represents the personal opinion of the author, it's me, and in no way it represents the actual suggestion for the trade. These are not AIM UK's opinions, and the website in the video is not the .co.uk website, but the globalnews.com website. Forex is risky business, and this should be not taken as advice. It's a personal opinion only. This webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. Okay, having said that, now we are free to go. Summary of last session recap: not a single losing trade. Each of them were winners. I have counted a total of 169 pip potential, 199 with GBP dollar full swing. And if you take into consideration that euro dollar is made to the target, this number grows with 220 pips potential. What does that mean, pip potential? Pip potential means that we are basically having a total number of pips available. So we can earn 10, 20, 30, 45, I don't know, whatever number is out of this pool. So this is the pool. Let's say that pip potential is a big pool, and we have 169 pip potential. So we can take 10, we can take 20, we can take all of it, we can take less. But basically, this is all of these setups had total of 169, and if we count cable, we also have full swing to the target price, and even euro dollar. But it was basically, I didn't manage the trade. I was just posting this, and I tried to manage it via Twitter and via Facebook and Admiral Markets blog. So if you use trailing stop, you would probably have something in between 50 and 100. Now there is a question: can I sign an agreement with Admiral Markets in case I'm not resident? Of course, Vladimir. Of course, you can always sign an agreement. It's a contract between Admiral Markets and you. Basically, if you want to trade with Admiral Markets, then you can sign in. It doesn't matter. Even residents of UK can do it, because Admiral Markets is fully regulated broker with FCA license. So you can do that. Vladimir, you can contact Admiral Markets support, Admiral Markets customer service, and they will arrange a meeting with you on Skype probably. So you can do this. Of course you can do that. Admiral Markets is worldwide spread, how can I say, widely spread all over the world. So you can do that. Feel free to ask. Feel free to ask their support. So Good evening for all of you who joined now. So total of 169 over 200 pips potential from last recap. So let's see fast, and we can move to today's recap. So last position, last trade on of the session was basically buy position and 39.30, stop loss 37.75, target price 39.05. That was a potential trade for euro dollar on the last recap. And what happened basically around 12 o'clock GMT, we had a great opportunity to buy, and you can see that in the first swing, basically euro went straight 35 points to the upside, almost 40, then dropped to the level of entry, but then next full swing was basically for 125 pips. I don't count, now it's really hard for me to count all of the pips potential. But if we just watch the first swing, this first swing had 35 pip potential, and the last swing had 125 pip potential. This was last week slides, and this position buy was perfectly found, and it hit basically all targets we had in mind. On cable, we had a great position buy around 65.80, and you can see that 65.80 has been indeed a great level. Although we had a big Marubozu candle. This is Marubozu candle. This big black candle is called Marubozu candle. It's a candle which gives us a big momentum to the downside. But guys, if we have an uptrend as we had basically on higher time frames, then if you see a loss of momentum on 1 hour time frame, that means that you can find entries on 1 hour time frame, because by losing momentum, all of those lower time frame entries will be aligned with higher time frame trends. Okay, so basically this Marubozu candle dropped price straight to our entry level. We had a bit of drawdown, just a little bit of drawdown there, but eventually you see what happened. Cable went off 140 pips to the upside. I counted it a little bit lower because I managed the trade, and basically if you use trailing stop, probably you would get same results. With me, that is plus 40, plus 70, but I used trailing stop. Overall it gave 135 pip potential. Look at this. Great. I think it was a trade of the week. Vladimir, this webinar will be recorded, but I'm not sure whether and when they will upload it. So for you and for all of us, it's best to follow it live, because I'm not sure when they will upload it. If you want to trade with Admiral Markets, feel free to contact their support, and they will help you. They will send a customer support service. He will talk to you on Skype, or you will be hearing from them very soon. Just try to contact support so you can trade with Admiral Markets. Of course, let me get back to our main subject. This is entry, and this was basically the top of this swing, and we nailed it. We really nailed this one. Now, next trade was Aussie. It's Australian dollar. So sorry, this is for this week. Last week is this. Well, as you can remember, 90.55 scalp trade. First touch, I call it magnetic trade, because usually, let's say that we have important, I will do it like this. Let's say that we have important resistance, in this case, 90.55, let's say. And the price is trying to reach like a magnet to 90.55, and usually the first touch there will be a down swing because this level is protected at the first touch. I usually don't like to use trailing stops just because it can happen during the night, or I don't know, it can get 20, 30 pips and then reverse. That is why I prefer to watch it live, and I usually take those trades. And this one, it was very good on Aussie. This was 90.55 scalp trade, first touch. You can see it on the charts basically as you just don't trade it always to the pip. You just need to watch, because I'm not the prophet, I'm not the clairvoyant. I cannot tell you that the price will reach to the pip, because you know we have 2 days ahead of us, because all of these setups are valid for 2 days after the webinar. So it may happen that it comes very close to our entry, and then if it's anywhere from 10 pips of the entry, of course we can trade it. But we need to use a little bit lower leverage. And then if the price hits target entry level, then we can add a little bit more for a total risk. But always count that the price needs to have a breathing room. So basically what you want to see is price swirling around that level, very close to that level. And you can see it here basically. This was, you see, almost, it went some 9 pips, but look how big the drop was. It was very huge drop to the downside. So anywhere from 10 pips close to the target, try to spot that trade, because usually they will go in our favor. This was basically where the price went very close, 9 pips of our entry level, and you see, bang, it went 122. But if you scalp it, usually trailing stop 20 pips trade. I got some 18 pips out of the trade, I think. But the full potential, look, full potential, it was very big. Then next trade was cable Swissy, so GBP Swissy, sterling pound Swissy. Sell around 64.50 targeting and breakout, pull back if it goes to the upside. Now we trade always those first setups. Now look at this. 7 points, very close to our entry point. Of course I have taken the trade, and look at this. I got in some 12, 13 points below my projected price level, but look at this, it went perfectly to the downside. This was basically, all of these setups happened after the webinar, and look at this, the price was rejected of the level. You can see it was rejected of the level, and it went straight down. So sell around 46.50, targeting 46.00, stop loss only 30 pips. I gave you that trade, and what happened, basically the price hit target, but I didn't count all of those free pips, because someone will tell me you are really making 500-600 pips. I have counted towards this potential. I only counted 50 pips on GBP Swissy. If you have 20 pips out of that trade, you're still good, because as I say, this is the pool. We didn't have a losing trade last week, and of these setups, I'm talking about these setups, and at least you can get some 20, 30, 50, 100 pips with from this cake. And this is really, I like when price respects my technical analysis, really. Usually does, but sometimes we can have a punch, as we had on Friday on ECB conference, as I didn't know that there will be conference, and I made analysis. You see, euro dollar respected the analysis, but first it went through all stops, and then it came back to the upside, where it should be according to technical analysis. But sometimes those news, such as European Bank President Mr. Draghi speaking, there is a bit of hassle also when Yellen speaks now. Usually that can move the market vice versa of our direction, but usually after that markets will come back to its originally intended trend. Okay, so this was, as we can see, this was GBP Swissy, and finally a last trade from the week was dollar CAD. Dollar CAD, yes, I think Yellen speaks tomorrow, so be careful. Dollar CAD, the retracement confluence it was, and this trade was activated. Breakout, pullback, continuation. Sell position at this level, 1.1090, stop loss 30 pips, targeting 1.1050. Basically, you need to zoom in usually on lower time frames. This was the time when euro with dollar CAD broke the level. If we zoom into 5-minute time frame, you would see that, let me find it. This is breakout candle, this is pullback candle, and this is continuation candle. So basically below this level we had some trades ongoing, but if you have traded it here, it gave total of 20 pip potential. Some trade those as trigger happy trades, but well, if I usually do either a trigger happy or a standard breakout pullback continuation, basically this was a scholastic example of breakout pullback continuation. This is breakout, this is pullback, this is continuation to the downside, and then it shooted to the upside. So usually how I do it, when first any of these setups hits first, I trade it and then I analyze it again. So I want any of these setups, is it position or alternative trade, to hit first. When it hits first, then I'm okay with that trade. I manage it. Now let's back to our potential setups for this week. Okay, what I see on euro dollar. This is what I see on euro dollar. Of course, I see it again to the upside, because if we trade with a trend, then we need to respect its pullback. If Yellen will speak, then be careful, guys. Be very careful, because who knows what can happen. Mondays are sometimes, as today, are very easy to analyze, guys. Why? Because of this. Look at this. This was the analysis from today. I'm referring to it again. And you know, market usually respects technicals on Monday. Unless they are, how can we call it, NFP Mondays. If Mondays are just after NFP. So this trade today had a great pip potential, 50 pips. And it went straight through here and then jumped. If we had the price to this level here, we would have been also very successful. That is how I based my analysis of euro dollar for for today, or probably a day after today. I would probably want to buy it around 38.60.55 with only a very small stop loss around 38.30, with possibly targeting 39.85. I think that euro, if it wants to go higher, it needs to hit this level. It needs to hit this level. If it doesn't want to go higher, it will be rejected of this level, and that is, if it happens first, I will surely sell the very first touch of 39.85, unless it's in very strong momentum. Then it will be I think that it can be a nice little trade, at least for a scalp trade, or a potentially nice setup trade. So we want to be basically we want to trade towards this level or at this level if we go for counter trend. Now, This is what I see on euro. This is crucial level for me, 38.30. So also mark those levels and pay attention to those levels. This is crucial. This is very important level, 38.30. As you can see, this trade can be good if it happens, if we have retraced over that level. But if we don't have, then I will be looking to sell it here. But don't sell if the price goes like this. Or if it starts to fall like this, don't try to catch it. Always, 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 we want a gradual grinding to the price level. We want to see a price grinding to the entry level. Slowly grinding, not going like this in fast momentum. Because usually on fast momentum we would lose. What about cable? Again, it's an uptrend. As last week, I also see position buy around these levels, 66.05 to 65.90. Of course, stop loss is 65.80, targeting 67. Cable is really, really going strong. We can see it here also. We have intra-week trend line, which basically is intersecting 88.6 retracement of the last swing to the upside. And if we put the price indicator, it's basically 65.96. So anywhere from this level to this level, I would be looking to go long. It's only 10 pips breathing room from this to this, around 10 pips. And of course, 65.80 is the ultimate basically stop loss, because what would I do if I see the price going through below that level? I would sell it. I would sell it on break of 65.80, targeting 65 if it happens. So we want to see, if we want to trade short, we want to see break of 65.80. So it's breakout, then pull back, then continuation. That is for sell. I still see buy position around 66.05, 65.90. So buy and sell if it breaks that level. Okay? What about Aussie? Of course, it's again an uptrend, and that can be a really good trade around 90.50, 90.40. So why am I paying attention? This is cable. Yeah, this is Fibonacci. Last swing, intra-week swing, two swings confluence. This is Aussie, and you can see at Aussie basically where I want to see potential long. Here, triple confluence, 23.650, and red level around the zone, and also very close to 61.8. So basically, this is uptrend, this is swing. But you can see that I have made intra-week Fibonacci and basically last swing Fibonacci. And what happens is we can see that the price can retrace to this level and it might go up again. So I'm paying attention to 90.50, 90.40 long, stop loss 90.15, target price 91.50. If the price doesn't make it to this level, I will be looking to sell. 91.05 scalp trade, first touch, of course. First touch is always the best and always very important. And buy that level, because you can see it here also. That was the last resistance and basically the last very high. We also can draw a trend line here. So you can see that the price will probably respect this level. And I want to see a nice sell, at least for a scalp of that level. Okay? Okay? So 90.50 by 90.40, somewhere around that level, small stop 90.50, target 91.50. Alternatively, 91.05 scalp trade, first touch scalp swing, 50 pip trailing stop. Okay? If it happens to touch this level, I'll be probably looking to sell unless it's too late and I won't be making any panic orders there, okay? Now next one is dollar CAD. I will be looking to buy now at this level, 1035, stop loss around 0950, targeting 1200. Dollar CAD. I will be showing you 1 hour chart, just a moment. Here. Why? Because we can see that the price is very close to this confluence level. 0.32 historically important price and level, and also 61.8. This can be nice also to trade from here, and in that case, if that happens, we will have a trend line here. I would like to see a price retracing to this level, and then I will be looking for long positions. So buy around 1035, stop loss 0950, targeting 1200. Or we can short scalp trade, of course, at prior historically important level, such as 1091. This is historically important level. 1090, and if it happens that the price reaches here before this level, then we can have a sell trade. But I'm more inclined to long trade around this level here, this confluence zone, I might say, confluence zone. 1032 and 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. Why did I say, let me switch to, why did I say big momentum confluence? Because this candle is momentum candle, and this candle is very important. And you can see the trading last couple of hours has been into the body of that momentum candle. So this was the major movement for this currency pair, and after that major movement it started to retrace a bit, and then it's still contained within this body. So what I would like to see is the price touching this level, going to the upside, or if it happens to touch 1090 first, it might go down. And the last pair which I analyzed is New Zealand dollar, Kiwi, popularly called Kiwi, New Zealand dollar cross. It's in very strong uptrend. I would like to see a buy trade around 85.20, targeting 86.50, stop loss around 84.80. Very, very strong, very strong. You can see it, very strong uptrend. Look at those swings on 4 hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6th swing to the upside on 4 hour time frame. So it might happen that the price comes very, very close to our price, and this is 85.20. Why 85.20? Because this is the level. 85.20, 23.6, 50% retracement, and a trend line which basically extends also as an intra-month trend line. It's from February, and look at this. It's a confluence of the trend line breaking through 50 and 23.6 confluence. This is intra-month swing, and this is intraday swing. So basically, I would like to see it, intra-week swing, sorry. That is why I would like to see it here, and then possibly to the upside. And I think that can be a target also for this pair, 86.40. We can sell also around 86.40 if it hits it first for 15 pip trailing stop. Whichever of those setups kicks in first. Also, I need to pay attention to 84.70-60 zone. Why this zone is important? Because you can see if the price violently drops to this level, it will test 84.70-60. And in that case, I would probably look for long again, because at the moment it looks like it might be rejected of this level. But if it happens to touch this level at a very strong momentum, then it might be another chance to go long. and I see currently only longs on euro dollar or New Zealand dollar, because the price is indeed in very strong uptrend. Look at those rejections. I would like to see pullback here because of triple confluence, and if it doesn't happen, if it breaks violently to the downside, I would be looking for trades around this level. But I think we should concentrate on longs on this New Zealand dollar. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I will be rolling these slides once more, and I will be answering some questions soon, so feel free to ask me. This is euro dollar. This is cable. Aussie. Dollar CAD. New Zealand dollar. So the question is, here we go, are you using RSI or MA line? No, at this I only use my Camarilla MACD method for trading. I don't use any other method except my Camarilla, and that is a comprehensive method. You can scalp, you can basically go intraday, counter trend, whatever. Yeah, on cable chart there are Fibonacci levels. I am from Ukraine and I don't hear your English pronunciation of analysis instrument. Sorry, I don't know any other language except ex-Yugoslavian language and English. So, sorry for that. Are you using MACD indicator? Yes, I do. I use MACD indicator. Not are you using, that will be I am using. But I am not using it at the moment because I don't see any, I cannot see any divergence. But generally, I use MACD indicator, and I use it for mostly for momentum losses. But I also can see that by candles, and most frequently for divergence, because on counter trade setups, I like to exploit regular divergence. Be it bearish or bullish, it doesn't matter. If the price goes up, I want to see divergence, bearish divergence, regular bearish divergence close to important level. Vice versa for long trades. So, still, yet again, market plan for euro dollar, then for cable, then for Aussie, then for dollar CAD, and then for Kiwi, New Zealand dollar. So guys, if it's clear to you, we can conclude the session. One more question. Let me see what the question was. Let me see. Can I show my opinion in dollar yen? I just don't know what to say about dollar yen. Let me see. It's basically, now the real truth is dollar yen, this is downtrend. But tomorrow you will see Yellen will speak, and we need to be concentrated on Yellen's speech. If you look through standard analysis on this, you can say that this is making a sort of rounded bottom. But I don't like looks of it. It's a very, very bearish, and tomorrow there can be big movements in the market. There can be big movements because of that speech. And I didn't pick dollar yen to analyze because I don't see many chances to trade dollar yen currently. So basically what I'm proposing is try to trade those setups that I've given to you. Of course, we will be having many of those other setups during this week. Usually 1 to 2 during US session, during London, and 1 to 2 during New York session. If I spot a setup, I will be presenting it to you. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask me. If you don't have any question, any more questions, we can conclude the webinar. Let me see. Yellen speaks tomorrow and dollar will be stronger. I don't know. We will see. Australian dollar analysis, Daniel here. This is Australian dollar analysis. I will be looking to buy around 90.50, 90.40. Very tight stop loss, targeting 91.50. Of course, if we have news, I will be very, very cautious because news spike can hit our stop loss, then go again into our direction afterward. So I will be looking to buy Aussie around this level. Okay. Which is the best calendar? Yes, on calendar, try to use a Forex Street calendar. I think they have a calendar right there. So you can use Forex Street calendar. I don't know, one of traders on Forex Factory told me also that Yellen will speak, but you need to check it. Usually on Forex Factory, I've been using extensively Forex Factory calendar, but sometimes they miss, as they missed on Friday, and basically that screwed many of traders who didn't want to trade when ECB talks. But try to, I don't know, use other calendars. I think there are also, I just pay attention to Forex Factory calendar and Forex Live website. I don't look on any other sites because it can confuse me. I don't want to be confused when I trade, when I make analysis. So basically, which is the best calendar? I don't know. So far I've been using Forex Factory, and I'm really pissed off because they missed ECB meeting from Friday. So I don't know. I think you can watch also Forex Live. They will tell you. But also try Forex Street. They have also their calendar. Okay, guys. If you don't have any question, Nenad, Euro current behavior. Do you see it keep climbing up? Yes, Darshan, yes. I see it climbing up. I see it climbing up. But where? I only see it if you think you can buy it on retracement. But it needs to hit 39.85. If it doesn't hit it, what will happen is basically if it doesn't hit the level, then it will drop, because we cannot have uptrend indefinitely, because usually the price needs to test the level and then go down. If it doesn't hit it, it's the first obstacle towards a very important psychological level 40.00. If it doesn't get hit, it will drop. So I'm still paying attention to the euro reach its heights, really, but it needs to proceed further about 39.85 if it wants to have 40.40 at 40.00. Still, I will be looking to buy on dips in these occasions until daily 4-hour turns into a short mode. They are still going to the north side, so there is still potential to go towards north side on the market. Will I be accustomed for trade English? Vladimir, I'm very sorry if you don't speak English. I cannot help you. I don't know any other foreign language except English. So What is my favorite indicator? MACD. Okay? MACD is my favorite indicator, if you ask me. And now I got a message from Predrag. On Wednesday, Yellen will be speaking. So I think on Wednesday, Yellen will be speaking, so these setups can be valid for next 2 days. Because Yellen will be speaking on Wednesday. Thank you, Predrag, for that information. Okay? What is most efficient tool for identifying trend? The price is the most efficient tool for identifying trend, or MACD indicator. Okay. Now let's see if I have any question, any other question. This is both video and audio. Okay. Let's see if I have any more question. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Can we have new lows? I didn't analyze Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar at this session. I may be analyze it tomorrow, but I'm not sure. Well, you can draw a trend line there and see. If you are already long in the trade, then okay, because you longed at the right place. This was M pattern, it played out, now it tries to go down, but it will be reaching new lows only if it breaks through this level, only if it breaks through 0.4910. So pay attention, it needs to break this low to go efficiently down. Australian dollar has reached 90.94 level, which is 10 pips away from 91.05. Yes, sell chance all the way up to 10 pips difference, we can have a sell chance. But have in mind that it would be better if we had a beginning of Asia session, not the close it's very close to New York close. So basically if you scalp it, yeah, you can try to scalp the level, but you see the price is really very slow. It's not moving at all now. It's stuck. Do I use RSI or EMA line? Not at the moment, and I don't use it. 24-hour market clock has a very good calendar. Thank you, Jeff. He says 24-hour market clock has very good economic calendar. Thank you, Jeff. Okay. So guys, this is it. Pay attention to these slides, and I will be talking to you on Wednesday, where we'll be having a new webinar. Be sure to sign up, of course, for our next webinar. For holders of live accounts, I will be holding a special webinar on March 30 about MetaTrader 4 build 610. It's overview of this new build, and also I will be explaining MACD 2-line custom indicator. So sign up, but only if you have a live account. Then, of course, our free webinar for psychological webinar. You know that I usually do from time to time psychological webinars, and I prefer it because psychology is very, very important in trading. Be sure to sign in. Spiral of doom versus way to success. Don't be caught into spiral of doom. I will explain that. And also, we'll be talking about, me and Chris, about best candlestick patterns, and very soon we will be having also what you want to see is a range and range bar trading strategy that will be upcoming. It is scheduled for the next month. So pay attention to this and basic Forex strategies for Forex beginners on 27th of the March. Okay? 27th of March. Okay? Euro dollar, cable, Aussie, dollar CAD, and New Zealand dollar. Let's see what we will get out of the market. Thank you guys for listening to me, and I will be talking to you very, very soon in 2 days. Follow up call Spiders Den and other markets blog. Thank you and cheers. Many green pips to you. Bye.